I know you've been told that your whole life, that you're too sensitive, that you cry over nothing, that you should toughen up, that if you just learned to control your emotions, life would be easier. Maybe you've been told this by your parents, by teachers, by friends, by partners, or maybe you're the one telling it to yourself. And somewhere along the way, you started believing that crying easily means something is wrong with you. Today, I want to say this very clearly. It doesn't. In fact, the psychology behind people who cry easily tells a very different story, one that most people never hear. And by the end of this video, I want you to see yourself in a completely new way. Let's start here. Crying has somehow become the unofficial symbol of weakness in modern society. If you cry, you're told you're unstable. If you tear up, you're told you're immature. If emotions hit you fast and hard, you're told you're too much. But psychology doesn't agree with that narrative. Not even a little. Because crying easily is not a flaw, it's a response. And responses always come from somewhere. So let's talk about where yours might come from. One of the biggest reasons some people cry more easily than others comes down to something very simple: your nervous system. Some people have nervous systems that are more reactive. That doesn't mean dramatic. It doesn't mean fragile. It means your brain processes emotional information faster and deeper. Psychologists call this high emotional reactivity. Your brain doesn't skim experiences, it dives into them. So when something is sad, you don't just understand it intellectually, you feel it in your body. When something is beautiful, it doesn't just register, you're moved by it. When something hurts, it doesn't bounce off you, it lands. Tears aren't the problem here. They're just the body's release valve. Here's something that might surprise you. People who cry easily often score higher in empathy. You don't just feel your emotions, you feel other people's too. You absorb tone shifts, micro-expressions, unspoken tension. Your brain is constantly reading emotional data in the room. So when someone else is hurting, part of your nervous system reacts as if you are. Crying in this case isn't weakness, it's connection. It's your brain saying, I understand this deeply. Now let's talk about something important. Crying easily doesn't mean you feel more emotions than others. It often means you allow yourself to feel them. A lot of people are emotionally shut down, but we mistake that for strength. They don't cry because they've learned to suppress, to numb, to disconnect. You didn't. And that takes courage, especially in a world that rewards emotional avoidance. Psychology shows that emotional suppression doesn't eliminate feelings, it just pushes them deeper. People who cry are often doing the healthier thing, letting emotions move through instead of getting stuck. Now, we need to talk about this gently. Some people cry easily because they grew up in environments where they had to stay emotionally alert. Maybe you had to read the room to stay safe. Maybe emotions were unpredictable. Maybe you learned early that feelings mattered. This doesn't make you broken, it makes you adapted. Your sensitivity developed because it needed to. And even if that sensitivity came from something painful, it doesn't make it bad. It means your system learned how to survive. Here's the lie we've all been taught: that strength means not feeling, that composure means control, that tears mean failure. But psychology defines emotional strength differently. Emotional strength is awareness, regulation, expression, not emotional absence. Crying is often a sign that your emotions are flowing, not flooding. Let's be honest. Crying isn't what hurts the most. Being judged for it is. The shame, the apology afterward, the I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm crying. But here's the truth. You're not crying for no reason. Your nervous system has reasons. It just speaks a different language. Tears are communication. So if you're someone who cries easily, I want you to hear this. You are not weak. You are not unstable. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are emotionally attuned. You are perceptive. You are human. Your tears mean your system is responsive, not defective. And one day, if you choose to stop seeing your sensitivity as a problem to fix and start seeing it as a signal to understand, you might realize something powerful. The world doesn't need fewer people who feel deeply. It needs more. So if you've ever been told to stop being too sensitive over small things, it's okay because there's nothing wrong with you and you're perfectly normal. I hope today you heard something better. Subscribe to DeepMind if you're that person who cry easily, and want to know more about your own personality. If this is you, I have other videos right here about why being sensitive is a sign of strength. I'll see you there.